Hey guys, it's Tanya Beautiful here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you guys with a story time video, and I felt like this story time video was perfect timing because it is back to school and I know that a lot of kids would be able to relate. This particular story happened in high school. In high school, I was about 1 to 2 weeks late, maybe a little bit over that, because my mother and I wanted me to transfer to a school that was closer to my house. I couldn't get the transfer because, number one, school was just starting, so I didn't have any bullies or anything like that, or a real reason for me to want to transfer. And number two, it wasn't 2 hours away from my house. I think that's what they told me. It was literally only an hour and 15 minutes it says that it took me to get from my house to the school, which I think is a lot, and I would give the person a transfer. But
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
of course, that's not how the school system works, and that's not how they work up here. So needless to say, I had to go to the school that I got accepted to originally. So my first day of school, I got dressed up, I did my hair, of course. My mother and I went down to the school together, and my guidance counselor placed me into a class. She walked me and my mom to the class, and when I got to the class, the teacher introduced herself, and I went in. She put me to sit next to this girl. Her job was basically to help me catch up, so I was just copying her notes and everything like that. Like, if you were absent, 2 days was too much. You better make sure you was there, or you know somebody that could hook you up with those notes, because literally notes upon notes. But anyways, we got to know each other and we became friends, of course. And I was comfortable with her because she was the only person that I knew. So every class that I went to, I was sitting next to her, I was talking to her, and her alone. Eventually, with us becoming friends, she introduces me to some of her friends. So she introduces me to one girl in particular who I'm still friends with now, and we are actually like sisters. I have a sister of my own. For some reason, when I met her, she just gave me that sisterly vibe, and I just immediately clicked to her. And then she also introduced me to her friend, and I clicked to her as well. Then come to find out, we were the same sign, so we all three of us were just like we just clicked. We were like the Three Musketeers. Like, we just was always together throughout high school. My thing at the time was I could be friends with who I want to be friends with, and for some reason I gravitated towards the girl that I met first, her friend, more than I was with her. I was more talking to her only because she was the first person that I met. I started sitting with them, I started talking to them more, different classes. I wasn't always sitting with her. I sat with her from time to time, but needless to say, I was more hanging out with them than I was with her. I didn't really see it as a problem. I understand that she was the first person that I met, but I'm not obligated to you, even though, you know, they put me to sit next to you first and you helped me with some notes and things like that. I still said hi to her, I still tried to talk to her, I still tried to be her friend. And eventually, I noticed coming to class sometimes, and I would sit next to her and I would talk to her, and she wouldn't really answer. And she was being kind of shady, and like, I would ask her about the notes, and I would ask her about certain things, and it was just like, you know, when somebody giving you major shade, like they don't want to answer you, or they don't feel like talking to you, or you just know that they're mad at you, and you could just sense that, and they just have this vibe like, bitch, don't talk to me, like, don't say nothing to me, I'm mad at you, but she's not actually saying it. So maybe a few weeks passed, and I was just like, listen, like, is there a problem? Because I needed to find out what was wrong. So I decided to take it upon myself to approach her, and she was just like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And then she turned away, and it pissed me off to the point where I literally felt like I wanted to snatch her off of that table, because I couldn't understand why she was acting that way towards me. And when I was in high school, like, literally, I'm a person, my blood boils, and I get mad really, really fast sometimes. And I feel like as I've grown, I kind of calmed down a little bit more. But in high school, like literally, I'm a quiet person, but if you mess with me the wrong way, I will flip on your ass. And that's the thing about being an Aquarius. Like literally we could be the nicest people that you've ever met, but if you mess with us, like we will literally be your worst nightmare. So when she was acting like that, it really pissed me off, and I was just like ready to pounce on her. Like, what's your problem? Like, why are you acting like that? Why are you being stink? So you know what, before I get myself into trouble, I decided that I wanted to go talk to my guidance counselor. So I went to my guidance counselor and I was like, hi, blah, blah, blah. There's an issue, and I tried to talk to her. She doesn't want to talk to me. I don't know what to do. So I'm just saying, before it gets violent, can you do something about it? So she's like, well, and she says, oh, are you guys gay? And I was like, bitch, what? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? No offense to the gay community, but I'm not gay, and I don't see the point in you bringing up whether I was gay or not. Why would that matter in this situation? You know, automatically, well, we're gay, so that's why we have beef. Like, bitch, no. Girls have problems all the time, and 9 times out of 10, it's not because of our sexuality. Saying that there were gay girls in the school, there were gay couples in the school, but the first thing that comes to your mind, like, well, are you gay? Like, what? What do you... Anyways, I think the next day, me and her were either sitting next to each other and she gave me the note, or she came over and gave me the note and then went to sit somewhere else. I don't really remember exactly how the note got in my hands, but I know she gave it to me. She gave it to me and walked away, but either way, she gave me a note. I'm not going to say exactly what was in the note, but it wasn't disrespectful or anything like that, but it was just basically letting me know that she was jealous. And she didn't say I'm jealous, but she said, basically from what I was reading, that she was jealous of the friendship that I was beginning to build with these other girls. And she felt like because I sat next to her first and that I met her first, that I should be her friend only. And in my mind, reading that letter, I went home and I gave it to my mom, just like, is she gay? So I was like, what the hell? Does everybody think that this girl could be gay or something? Like, what the hell? Like, what? So I was like, no, I don't know if she's gay. I don't know if she likes girls. I don't know if she likes boys. I don't know what she likes, but I know that she likes me as a friend. And she may feel a little bit neglected because she was the first person that I met and I started talking to. And then all of a sudden, you know, she introduces me to 2 other girls and I become closer to them than her. And I just feel like it was a jealousy there. After reading that letter, I felt like, okay, we cannot be friends. And I approached her again to talk to her about the letter, and she just did not want to talk about it. So I was just like, you know what? After this, like, we just probably can't be friends, because she had this attitude like, I'm jealous and you're supposed to talk to me, and if you're not going to be my friend, then I'm not going to talk to you. And I had this, bitch, I'm going to punch you in your face if you don't stop acting stupid type of attitude. And I was just like, you know what? That doesn't quite mesh. So I said, you know what? Let me just leave her alone and let me not, you know, be cool with her. Let me just leave the situation alone. To me, the situation was stupid. Literally, we did not talk for 4 years, okay? Those whole 4 years that we were there, we did not speak to each other, okay? I did not talk to her. She did not talk to me. We literally saw each other and passed each other in the hallways, passed each other in class. If she was sitting here, I got up. If I was sitting there, she got up. It was literally like that. Like, she had a group of her friends. I had a group of mine. Literally, it was like, I don't see you, you don't see me. You know what I'm saying? Literally, in the last year, literally at the ending of that last year, I saw her and I offered her a piece of gum, and then I just decided to just start talking to her. This year, you know, I realized we're about to part ways. We're gonna go. Everybody's gonna graduate. People are gonna go here, there. You may not even see each other again. I decided to talk to her, and I even after school, after school was over, decided to accept her as a friend on Facebook and all of that. So I haven't seen her on my Facebook recently. Maybe we're not talking again. I feel like people grow up and people change, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, you know, it didn't need to go where it went. So even after, when I tried to talk to her or tried to be her friend, it was a bit awkward, yes, because after almost 4 years of not speaking and then finally speaking in the last year of high school, matter of fact the last month or two of high school, you know, it's kind of awkward. That conversation is kind of like, hi, going to lunch. I to this day don't have an issue with her, so I guess we don't have a problem. But the moral of the story is, if you have an issue with a friend, I feel like you should talk about it. You should express that to them. Do not let it be a situation where you're giving them attitude and you acting up and acting all stink. If you have a problem, attack the issue right then and there. Life is too short for people to be like petty and not talking to each other over stupidness. You know what I'm saying? People could be friends with whoever they want to be friends with. I am not going to beat you up because you become friends with my friend. I am not going to hate you because you become friends with my friend. People meet each other to become friends, and if we meet each other just to meet each other and we don't become friends, then okay, that's life. But do not let the fact that your friend is talking to somebody else for you to stop talking to them. Whether you're in high school, college, literally, just if y'all could talk about it and squash it where it is. Don't let it escalate. So that's it for my story. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I have a lot more stories to tell you guys. Crazier stories, okay? So if you want to know about my other stories, y'all give this video a thumbs up and you guys comment below and let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. But anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.